Driven from their homes by armed invaders, a few hardy refugees faced the prospect of starting again. They would found a new village deep in the countryside.
Hestes. I'm that. Yeah.
With a new settlement established, the first priority was locating a reliable food source. The simplest source was gathering from nature.
Yaru. Gadriende.
Yaru.
Safe.
With a healthy supply of food, the village could start to grow. To do so, it would need more hands to share the work.
Quetta. Quetta.
Quetta. Yeah.
The new workforce could now turn to the growing village's needs. First, they would build a mill near their food source, so villagers could drop off gathered berries more easily.
Yeah. Working day.
Huh? Workende. Dom.
Next, the growing village would need wood to build with.
Hiraf. Yasamiende.
The growing community now had a steady supply of lumber. To make wood collection easier, villagers could erect a lumber camp near the forest.
Quetta. Workende. Hiraf. Workan.
Yaru. Yeah.
Thanks to the camp, villagers no longer needed to travel as far to drop off lumber. The village now required additional houses to support its growing population.
Cheers. Work up. Working day. Huh? Yes, sir. Where can? Quetta. Working day. Sure, la sapidente.
Huh? Huh? Yes, Samiende.
Yeah, work.
With additional housing in place, even more villagers could join the workforce. But a populous village would soon exhaust the natural food sources. To grow, the community needed dedicated farms.
Working day. Wait, Working. Huh? Working day. Huh? Working day.
Woodsmen and farmers now kept the village well supplied. Further growth required knowing the countryside and finding more resources. For that, communities employed scouts. Able to move quickly and see great distances, scouts were key to discovering new resources. The most important thing for a scout to locate was a ready source of gold. To prevent having to haul ore large distances, expanding communities would establish a mining camp near the source of gold.
Yeah.
Yaru. Yeah. Work Hendy. Yeah. Icha Farah. Yeah. Quetta. Work Hendy. Up to Doubtful. Abendende.
A well-placed camp ensured efficient gold mining. With a good supply of gold, the village was becoming a large town. The signpost of this growth would be the construction of a large landmark.
Yaru. Yeah. Working day. Wait, Where can?
Hestes, work at.
Yeah, that.
Videre. Kutlich.
Yaru, yes.
Hesse. Itchawilla.
With the landmark in place, the once sleepy village announced itself as a thriving feudal township. The townsfolk had been driven from their homes before, however. This time, they would defend themselves.
Each a worker.
The first step would be constructing a barracks for infantry.
Each timber. That shule bayo timbran. Each timber theos.
Very done.
Once it had a barracks, the town could establish a standing force of soldiers. Simple infantrymen armed with spears were a common choice for these militias.
Facende Wudu.
Yes. Yes.
Hessa Commander!
Yahweh. Yes.
Swan.
Mid-May.
The town now had a militia and could look to reclaim the lands lost to invasion.
Yes,
The invaders had blocked the road north with a stout palisade. Although spears were of little use against these walls, the militia could burn down the obstacle with torches.
Garu. Hessa Commander.
Yerwaf Garwigan.
Und Bealo!
With the road open, the militia could now reclaim their lands in the north. First, the spearmen had to deal with a lone sentry.
Garwigan cometh on.
Advancing aggressively, the militia eliminated the enemy sentry. The invaders had a small cavalry camp guarding the road, but the militia was ready to attack. Spears were highly effective against cavalry, allowing the militia to win the day. All that remained was to destroy the invaders' stables. The invaders' cavalry post was destroyed, but other enemy positions awaited further up the road. Hostile archers defended the next camp, which would put spearmen at a disadvantage. The township needed cavalry of its own to deal with this, and so would need to build stables. To deploy that cavalry quickly, The town needed to build their stables near the front lines. Fortunately, friendly villagers came out of hiding and joined the effort.
Each a willa hua would do. If willa do hit.
And you work it. Each tip, yes, what's the wahala? Each a work, 1/3 that shula bill.
Yes, sir. Off each a gar.
There you work.
That shule bay.
1/3 you win day off. Yerwa, God we got.
Cheers! Baron Ford! Each a worker!
With stables in place, the town could field horsemen of its own.
Each timbre theos! Each brew.
God we got. Astira, God we got.
I'm your worker. Each a worker. Yaru to work. Each a work. Yes, sir. West Duhala. Each timbre theos. Ike gemma.
Hey, you're there, yeah.
Veradom.
¿Dónde está? Isham.
Stay the bastard. God we got.
Hey, you're there, yeah.
Cheers. Yar. Yeah. Each a willa. Yes. That shule bayo timbran. Each bouquet that.
Yerwa, God we got. Hey, you're Mid.
Hey, you're right, that's Yahweh. You did it,
Cheers. Yar way on your Sammy Endy.
They are rest, huh? But yeah, the word.
Yes, women, God.
The town now had a rapid light cavalry, skilled at harassing slower targets, such as archers.
It's this mid-man.
Hey, you're right, that's Yahweh. Yeah, word.
Hey, oh, got him.
Cheer, lass here. Come on, Archer, lass.
Here is they.
That shule bayo timbran. Each timbre theos. Each bouquet that. Work end day on Eckerham.
Hessa commander.
Yes, sir. Yerwa, God we got. Get away.
Stay the afternoon.
God we got. God we got. A set that.
You did it up.
Yerwa, Astira, God we got.
Yeah, the word.
Women, God.
Yes,
eliminated the enemy archers and moved on to destroying the archery range itself. The invaders' archers and their camp were destroyed. A final enemy emplacement remained, one fortified with palisades and defended by spearmen. To deal with this target, the town would need longbowmen. First, they needed to build archery ranges in the area regained from the invaders. Once more, friendly villagers arrived to help.
Yes.
Hastas commende. Eat your work.
Veradon.
Here I thopper. Soon are.
With several archery ranges in place, the town could add longbowmen to its forces.
Hessa commende.
Strelborn Yaru. Strelborn Yaru. Strelborn Strelborn Yaru. Strelborn Yaru. Arod. Strelborn.
A strong force of archers could eliminate enemy spearmen at a distance, so long as they took the proper position.
Strelborn Yaru.
Eat your work up.
Strela Buze. Strelborn Yerwa.
Fir hurra. Mit mig.
Stay up, Primen.
List början on. Ich here.
On Styria. You need to go with me.
Hes ituella. Up now. Hurra.
Ayore. Hier kommer Anna.
Abu Paragonga on way.
Firan on muna. Herrigetsanon.
Strelborn better.
Primen, kom het on.
Yes. Strelborn Zilde. Foliente Hes.
Carviga, hasta. Mit mig. Je dient du. Eoridas. Ferrat.
Poised on a cliff top, the longbowmen would be protected from an infantry charge.
Afuga Strelborn. Dina hit.
The last of the invaders fell to the resurgent homegrown population. Now that their lands were free of enemies, the town could take the next step in its growth and become a powerful medieval city. Here too, the erection of a great landmark would be the signpost of this growth. Where a few lowly refugees had founded a small village, now rose a mighty city. From there would grow an empire.